Okay, now I give a whole hour talk on the Grand Canyon, but here are the cliff notes. You know, why did it go through the plateau instead of around it? Bulging and cracking 3 times. Just remember that. We're going to go through 3 bulges and 3 cracks, and it's going to explain Grand Canyon perfectly. But the real force of it all is these 2 huge lakes, Grand Lake and Hopi Lake. They're on the the Colorado Plateau above the Colorado River, and there's enough water in there for 3 Great Lakes, and they're over a mile above sea level, so that's tremendous potential energy. And then once the Grand Lake starts overflowing its banks, it starts cutting down a V through this opter sediment, and it cuts down until it hits the hard Kaibab limestone. That's why I don't think it was right after the flood. It needed time for the limestone to become rock. And then it spreads out, it makes a funnel, and now there's nothing pushing down on the funnel, so the funnel bulges, that limestone bulges and cracks, and the water goes through the crack, and it undercuts Hopi Lake, which is even higher. And then Hopi Lake starts, now that waterfall, Walt Brown says it's probably 13 times higher than Niagara Falls and 100 times the water flow. And it's just sheet eroding everything on top of the Kaibab limestone. And pretty soon there's nothing pushing down on the Kaibab limestone, so it bulges, making that whole plateau, it bulges, and then it cracks. And then the river runs through the crack and cuts down until it hits the hard basement Vishnu schist, the hard basement rock, and it should get wider because the sedimentary rock is softer than the hard crystalline rock below, but it doesn't because there's nothing pushing down on the basement rock, so that bulges and cracks. And then the river runs through the crack. That's the inner gorge. And so 3 times bulging and cracking, you can explain Grand